Well, we begin with new developments in the disappearance of a Massachusetts mom who went missing on New Year's Day. Her husband, Brian Walshe, has pleaded not guilty in court today after being charged with Anna Walsh's murder. For more, I want to bring in Stephanie Ramos outside the courthouse in Norfolk County, Massachusetts, and ABC News legal contributor, host of the Law and Crime Network, Brian Buckmeyer. Brian, I want to start with you. What do you make of this plea? Was this a surprise at all?
Not at all, Diane. This is pretty procedural in the sense of you're confronted with initial charges at an arraignment. You're hearing what those charges may be. For Brian Walshe, it's an upgrade from those impeding an investigation now to murder. And you put in the not guilty and then await for more discovery, more information to come in before you make a really informed plea.
Now, Stephanie, you were in the courtroom when this happened. What was it like there?
Well, Diane, we could hear Brian Walsh's shackles before we could even see him. He walked in, handcuffed, emotionless throughout the arraignment. We did notice that when the judge was speaking, he stared at the judge. When the assistant district attorney was speaking and listing off the items that were found with his wife's DNA on it, and also listing off his graphic Google searches, Brian Walshe was just staring at her as well, just a blank stare. The assistant district attorney read off some pretty disturbing searches. Prosecutors believe that Walshe dismembered his wife's body, and they revealed Walshe made these Google searches: how long before a body starts to smell, how to stop a body from decomposing, how to embalm a body, 10 ways to dispose of a dead body if you really need to. And prosecutors also said that days before his wife's disappearance, he searched what state is the best state to divorce in. Prosecutors say instead of divorcing his wife, he killed her. Diane.
Now, Brian Walshe was previously arrested for allegedly misleading police in the investigation. How much will the evidence that led to that arrest factor into this case now that he's charged with murder?
It's going to be a lot, Diane. It's going to be what I think a lot of prosecutors would call consciousness of guilt. It's not always the crime, but the cover-up. And in a case where they don't have an actual body to try to prove murder, they have to use circumstantial evidence surrounding that lack of evidence to try to prove their case. They don't have Anna Walshe, so they have Google searches. They have Brian Walshe misleading the prosecution and the police. They also have these blood-stained rugs and knives and other evidence, and so it's all going to contribute ultimately to what they're trying to prove, that Brian Walshe murdered Anna Walshe.
So, Stephanie, what happens next in this case?
Well, Brian Walshe will remain in jail without bail, and we do know that the next hearing date is for February 9th. Also, his children. Keep in mind that the couple, Anna Walshe and Brian Walshe, have 3 kids, all under the age of 6. We heard today in the courtroom that they are 2, 4, and 6 years old. They will remain with Child Protective Services, but as far as we know, as of right now, the next hearing date is February 9th. That's when we'll see him again.
All right, Stephanie Ramos, Brian Buckmeyer, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.